Okay, so the next thing we have to do is put together this LCD display. And to do that, the first thing we got to do is put together this bracket. So let me pause this and pull out the pieces and we'll get started assembling the bracket. Okay, so I've disassembled it. And there's a good chance you're going to be making several trips back to the back to get some hardware. But let me show you one thing you have to be careful of. So these nuts. If you look at them, you can see that they're there's a flat side parallel with the other side. Okay, there should be 3 parallel sides. So if I take this nut and I take one of these pieces here and I find the slot, if I line it up just perfectly, I mean literally just perfectly, then you'll see that it actually slides in like so, and it actually lines up nicely in the center. You may want to do that to get started. Just carefully take the nuts and then line them up and slide them in. And they should go in with a little bit of force and then line up like so that you can actually insert the screws into them and put the entire mechanism together. Okay, sometimes they're actually loose enough they'll fall out, but I'm going to try to get these in here like so and get it lined up. So let me finish this job, and I'll pause it, and I'll be right back. Okay, so for starters, you're going to need a screw that's long enough to go through and make its way. See these two that look identical? These are what you're going to attach to this longer piece right here. And you want to make sure that if you line it up, it's not going to actually go all the way into the bottom out into this board. So I'm going to take it, and then I'm going to finger tighten it first, and then just get it on here kind of loose, okay, not super tight yet. I'm going to take and do the same thing with this side, because we might have to do some alignment. In fact, I'm almost certain we will. So I'm going to get that finger tight, just barely. You can see I can still move it around. Then you're going to take this piece. Now this is important to orient yourself. What we want to have is there's a bracket, and ultimately, a set of pins. Ultimately, this is going to dock into here. We want to have this one on this side. And in this case, you're going to use shorter screws. So I'm going to use these 3/8" screws, like so. And they'll reach in, and they'll be able to screw in, like so. And they'll be able to bite, like that. And I'm going to also put this one in, loosely, not, enough that it holds it in place. But I'm going to do my final tightening once it's loosely assembled. Okay? So I've got plenty of room here. Notice that this is down below. This is on the lower portion of this LCD. And then this one stands alone. So I'm going to take it like this. And, oh, that nut fell out. Let me put that nut back in there. Hopefully I can do that quickly enough. There we go. There we go. Okay. So what should happen is that this will be able to slide over this. And this is why I didn't want you to get it too tight. Okay. Because this is actually going to mount on the outside of this. So we have to get that lined up just right, and then we'll set all the screws in place. And I've taken a long screw, and then a nut, and I'm going to put that all the way through, like so. I'm going to take another long screw and put it through here. And then another nut. And again, I've got nothing very tight. But now I'm going to secure this. Again, you don't want to break the wood, for heaven's sakes. You just want to make it firm. Okay? So I'm going to come back and tighten this one. I'm going to make it firm. Then I'm going to come to these, make this one firm. And then finally make these two firm. Again, not super tight. I'm just using my fingertips, see? And then this last one we'll be able to adjust once we have it in place. So once you have this assembled, you're actually then ready to mount it onto the board. So I'm going to take this and set it down here. And I'm going to mount mine in such a way that it's on the back corner. So I'm going to choose to put it back here, like so. So I'm in the very back corner, and then here. And once I've done that, I can kind of screw this down. The last thing I need to do is attach the adapter. I'm going to put that on right now. Okay. Notice I'm not going to tighten these up yet. We're going to need to have some access to the back end, and we'll tighten it up in the end. So this is going to insert onto these pins like so, and now you're ready to attach your LCD to the motherboard. So I'll see you again soon.